Hi guys, hi. Welcome to another episode of Nightly Death, where usually I try to answer questions that you might have about loved ones passing or maybe about your own upcoming or in the future, whatever. Some things you might be curious about. Normally that's what I try to do, but I had just had like you could say a calling, an inkling, an urge to share some of my dablish thoughts of the day. They're my kind of comical thoughts that I have randomly that I've been sharing a couple times. I was just going to share a handful of them and hopefully make people smile. So I got Devil's Thought of the Day. I am technically a disabled veteran. Now I am a disabled civilian. So if you really think about it, I am a disabled veteran that's disabled. I am a human DVD. Yeah. And then I came up with with one the other day, and it was if you don't think about it, glare is technically the echo of light. So yeah, if you don't think about it, yeah. And then I got trying to pick up a can by putting your hand through the can, but obviously failing, and then yelling at yourself for not putting your hand in it right is a good indicator that you need to reevaluate your drink and possibly your life. Like I said, they're kind of some of my stupider thoughts. I don't even think stupider is a word, but I can say it, damn it. Um, oh, and then I do smoke quite a bit. So I got stoner thought of the day. When is too much? Is it clearly before a room starts moving, but you're sitting in the chair and you actually only know because your face finds a very sobering wall? Luckily, I haven't had to learn these things. And then I call them Joshua thoughts of the day. They're more of my harsher thoughts because he was a major dick. But Joshua thought of the day. Your stupid thoughts are not as big of a shame to have when people see a big glass of whiskey in your hand. Easier to explain your sudden retardedness. The word proves my point. So if I'm always drinking, I won't have brain death. I don't know. Um, I'll share a couple more with you guys. As I read about someone's desire to take a hot shower with hot pasta in their piercings, proves that these are not dabble shots. They are just some slightly messed up thoughts. I don't even remember who was saying it, how I heard it. It was just something really messed up I had heard, like in a podcast or on a comedy thing. I don't know. I don't ever want to hear it again. um, I have come to realize that essentially the basic definition of dablage, is the ability to call yourself dablage. It's really funny when you put it to like a speech app, and the speech app tries to say it. That's how I know how to separate it like that, is because they did that, and they're like dablage. Like, okay, I'm not French. Okay, let's see here. Joshua thought of a day. I have a buttload of anything is technically only one of whatever it is. Because a buttload's whatever you make it. Um it's definitely healthy for your mental state if you ask your wife if you just took your meds as you set down your drink used to take said meds. Sadly, this is actually an issue I have quite frequently. Um, Tablets of the day. Even if you consider yourself a super potato, the ability to cause your therapist, because who doesn't need one nowadays, to burst almost into tears laughing is not a superpower. If anything, it should cause you to rethink the dablage. I've had a couple therapists, and both of them have laughed pretty hard during some of our sessions. So, um, these thoughts are technically my smart thoughts. Since I am the dabbler, all thoughts are dabbler's thoughts. But these ones are the ones I was smart enough to note down. It's not even good thoughts, just ones I was smart enough to write down. Changing famous lines in movies to fit other character types can make for a horrible, entertaining experience, such as "We need a bigger boat" turns in "Ugh, I should have taken my mom's yacht. It's bigger than Dad's." Or "Here's Johnny," obvious reference, turns into "Hey, dude, where's my car?" Horrible and entertaining, depending on your depth of humor. Oh, I'm not formally gifted as referenced in psych tests, but technically I am still gifted. I will school these third grade terps so hard. The sad thing is how many people here were like, "Oh no, you can't do that, you can't do that." Like, I may dislike kids, but geez, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, here we go. I am known as Tater Dablage. It is sad when that's become such a common thing that when someone's calling Tater, "Hey Tater," and I don't respond because I haven't processed what's happening. Or when I'm feeling kind of sad when I don't have to explain to someone what dablage is and why. Oh, here we go. Last one for tonight. Me. Well, it's hard because I have that brain dablage. Point at the crater in the skull. Friend, don't you mean damage? Me, knowing full well since I live with it. Yeah, it's kind of the joke. He blew up with it so much that it has become a couple of book names. I've written some short stories, anthology books. I'm in the process of making a comic book. I've written a book of poems for my wife, and I'm on about half a year of devotionals I've written. I've written a lot of books. I just don't have the money to produce them. But yeah, and so I've got a couple of books. I draw a whole bunch of pictures that I find. Well, I've drawn a couple that are about a bowl of potatoes, and it's about me. And then I've got a T-shirt that's got my name on it and everything. My wife even says my legacy is I am the man, the myth, the dablage. That was from my wife. So I'm gonna leave you with that today. Oh, I got distracted. Sorry. I'm gonna leave you with that today, guys. I hope you smiled at least a little bit, and I'll pick this back up tomorrow and hopefully answer some more questions that'll help people out. So have a good rest of your night, guys. Bye.